Hi, Rich Karuba for bowlingball.com. Let's talk about reactive bowling balls. You know, there's essentially today three popular types of reactive bowling balls. First of all, in general though, reactive resin bowling balls years back triggered the movement to highly aggressive cover stocks because of the volume of oil that's used today, a lot more oil than maybe years ago, and because the oil is a lot more, doesn't travel as much, it's a thicker, higher viscosity oil. The industry has created some very aggressive cover stocks that create a lot of surface friction and so on. So some of these cover stocks are designed to fight the different volumes of oil on the lane surface. You should know that to begin with. And they're composed of the similar urethane formations as regular urethane bowling balls are. However, they're blended with different additives. The net effect is you get different additives to help the ball skip or hydroplane over the portions of oil on the lanes and provide useful and controllable skid distances in the front end of the lane. So these different types of reactive cover stocks are pretty versatile. You need to learn a little bit about them. The reactive balls provide a little bit of a tacky feeling, which translates into additional traction on the surface of the lane. Let's talk about the three subcategories. They're now referred to as solid reactive, pearl reactive, and hybrid reactive. The solid reactives are the ones that have the greatest amount of microscopic reactive pores on the surface of the ball compared to other reactive cover stocks. And the solid cover stocks can also come in a polished finish, a sanded finishes, and with a rubbing compound buff finish. So the appearance is slightly different, and the degree of surface friction can be controlled within that subcategory of solid reactive bowling balls. So it's pretty interesting now. It's not just real aggressive, highly textured covers that are considered solid reactives, and you should learn about the difference. As a solid reactive ball leaves the oil pattern on the back third of the lane surface, it tends to hook less sharply from the break point to the pocket. It uses its energy earlier to fight the front end oil, and it'll create a smoother, controllable reaction than will, for example, a pearl cover stock. Now, the pearl cover stock is the next degree of reactive resin, and it might have an addition of resin or microparticles blended into the material, and the inclusion of some of these additives roughens out the microscopic pores, causing the ball to react good on the dry lanes. And it can extend the length or the skid of the bowling ball in the front part of the lane. That's the advantage of pearl cover stocks. You can get slide and you can get some bite on the back end. The ability to create friction in the pearl reactive balls is lower than the solid reactive balls. So it generally results in a loss of stored energy as the ball travels down the lane and a sharper reaction from the break point to the pocket compared to the solid reactive balls. That is to say, and I might have said that wrong, the pearlized balls skid further, they hold their energy longer to the back end of the lane. The solid balls will react sooner, use its energy sooner, and that's why it's more of a controlled arc. Okay, those are typical differences between solid and pearl. But this industry's developed this new hybrid cover stock, and it's a combination of both solid and pearl. You get the benefits of both. The hybrid balls give you the front end glide to seek on medium oil conditions, for example, and respond to the break point similarly as the pearl cover stocks do on the back ends of the lane. And now the industry produces different textures of hybrid cover stock, so you can get more surface friction, a little less, control the skid length, control the amount of back end bite, thus the popularity since the emergence of the hybrid cover stock. They allow you to adjust surface textures in the same way as you do for pearl and reactive balls, and with some experimentation, your hybrid balls, you'll know exactly when to make a switch from a solid cover stock, for example, if the lanes start breaking down. We all fight oil breakdown and oil carry down, don't we? Lanes change on us as we bowl, especially if there's a lot of bowlers on your pair of lanes. The more games you bowl, the more the condition changes. So if you're ready and you have bowling balls ready, you can make the switch. The cover stock is more important than anything before you start worrying about drilling layouts and you worry about the texture of the surface. The actual cover stock itself is the first decision you have to make in your bowling ball selection process. So you might want to spend some time learning about the different cover stocks. It's extremely important to do it. Your Pro Shop operator can help you. We've got a lot of information on our site here at bowlingball.com, so please take some time to check it out. Thank you.